fit. Spades, you have no idea. If you start with a spade, I'm telling you, bad things will happen on this auction. Partner is going to have a hard time believing that you have ace third of hearts if you start with a spade. So there's no reason to introduce the spades. Just go ahead and give partner the 2 heart raise. And this is a good raise, right? I mean, 2 aces, right? 8 points, nothing exceptional, no singleton, anything like that. But we like aces. All right. So the next question is, West, do you have? Is your hand worth a game try? And then B, if it is, how are you making that game try? So we all agree that West should be bidding again, right? This is a pretty nice hand, especially you found your heart fit. Okay, so how do you go about your game try? Let's look at the help suit approach first. All right. So if you were going to make a help suit game try,
no suit you want helping.
all right.
Clubs.
Well, but you could, you could use help. But I mean, the only suit that we could say you categorically don't need help in is spades, right? Because you have singleton ace and you're roughing spades after that. However, we could make an argument that if partner showed you help in either minor, would that not be valuable? Well, so where do we start? Do we help suit with our king 10 9 4 of clubs or our king third of diamonds? My feeling is what's going to work out best for you if you have a choice of both minors, start cheap. Save your bidding space because something useful might happen. So what if we were to make a help suit try with 3 clubs here? All right. Well, East, what do you think of that? You don't really have help, right? You don't have an honor in clubs. On the other hand, I think signing off at 3 hearts doesn't do your hand justice, right? Because you have 2 aces, and those first round controls are really important. This is not an 8-point hand with scattered quacks, right? This is 2 aces. So I think if you reject 3 hearts, if you reject the game try and you bid 3 hearts, partner's probably going to pass you there and be afraid that you have a dead minimum. And then they're going to see 2 aces and say, oh no, partner, we need to be in game. We missed a game. So what are you supposed to do? You're too good to sign off, but you don't really have help in clubs. There are other answers. Would anybody think about doing that? That is what we call a counter try. Partner made a help suit try, you made a counter game try. You said, partner, my hand didn't stink so much that I was willing to sign off at 3 hearts. However, we've got some room to work here. And if need be, we can still sign off in 3 hearts, right? This is the beauty of having some bids available below your trump suit. You can do this without going past 3 hearts if you don't belong in game. So 3 diamonds would say to opener, I don't necessarily have club help, so I don't just want to jump to 4 hearts, but have a little something in diamonds. What does that do for your hand? And West, you say, well, that does quite a bit for my hand because I have the king of diamonds. And I thought about making a game try there myself. I'll accept. So that's the auction I would like to see. Now, the auction doesn't have to take place that way to get you the game. Now, I saw the auction at this table where Marilyn chose to no to say, partner, where do you have help? Now, I don't know if you remember this about the game try, but this is one of the weird things. Technically, if you are using this gadget, your bid is 2 spades, not 2 no.
Really?
Yes.
Shortness.
And you may not remember that we talked about that.
Shortness.
No.
Not
Not because it's shortness.
Singleton.
2 spades asking partner, where do you have help?
Really?
All right. Why would we use, do you remember why we have to use 2 spades? By the way, when we go 1 spade, 2 spade, we bid 2 no to ask for help. But when hearts is our fit, why are we bidding 2 spades? How is partner supposed to show you help in spades?
Right.
If you bid 2 no and partner bids 3 spades saying I have help in spades, now you're committed to game, right? Because you've bypassed 3 hearts.
Right.
Now, 2 no would work here. But yeah, what's normally done is 2 spades asks for help and then 2 no says I have help in spades as a response. That's the weird part of that gadget.
Say that
Something
one
else to
again.
remember.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness.
Not doing it.
all right, but
Makes sense.
all right. So, but let's say you bid 2 no and it was asking for help.
Okay,
and
but-
we'll just disregard the spade suit for now. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
with our big
East, what would you do?
right.
You would bid 3 diamonds, right? You wouldn't sign off at 3 hearts. If partner asked you where you had help, you would say, well, I have help in diamonds, because that's my ace outside of the trump suit. And then opener would say, okay, good enough for me, 4 hearts. So either auction would actually work here, as it turns out.
Okay, but that's not the way
This is
you
the
taught
help
us
suit
to
where you're
bid.
asking for
You
help.
scratch it and put in what you taught us to
Yeah.
do.
Okay, so yeah, so what we would what we would do is, yeah,
Strength with
yeah.
two
If you're playing this guy, if you're playing, so and the way to remember it is rather than 2 no, it says whenever we go 1 of a major, 2 of a major, next step ass. Well, the next step of bidding is 2 spades, right?
Okay.
Therefore, if the auction goes 1 spade, 2 spades, the next step is 2 no. And the nice thing about having spades as your trump suit is that your responsive clubs, diamonds, or hearts are all below 3 spades, right? So spades are easy to work with. You don't have a bidding space problem.
Carolyn, you love all these conventions.
So yeah, but either way, so if 2 spades were the asking for help bid, responder would bid 3 diamonds, and that would suggest. And remember, we normally bid if we have help in more than one place. We usually bid cheapest. So 3 diamonds says, partner, I have help in diamonds, but I don't have help in spades or clubs.
Okay, and again, if they had spades, they would bid 2 no.
2 no,
Jump
yes.
the next step.
Yes, if your help were in spades, then you would bid 2 no. And opener probably wouldn't be thrilled to hear about that, because the king of spades may not be a real useful card when you have singleton ace, right? Because you'd be unblocking it and then be trying to get to dummy and then taking a pitch that might not help you that much on the king of spades, right? I mean, maybe a diamond pitch would help you. But yeah, but you see, we have no losers in the majors. It looks like we have to lose a diamond on this hand. And even if we lose 2 clubs, like a ace queen, or sitting over our king, we should still be a favorite to make 4 hearts here. Probably the wise thing to do on this hand would be, before drawing trump completely, would be to try and go after clubs a little bit so that you can get a loser roughed. Try and get one of your club losers roughed in case the clubs fly badly. So again, it's a hand where you would want to be careful on the play. As far as lead goes, I suspect queen of spades, kind of a partial sequence, close enough. They didn't bid spades, so I don't see any reason not to go with the unbid suit here. Which doesn't cost anything, right? Since Declare has singleton ace, the defense doesn't give anything away by leading spades. So
So leave the queen, okay.
I mean, you could lead 4th best, but I would probably just go ahead and lead the queen.
Excuse me?
Just in case the king of spades shows up in dummy, you'd like to have it trapped. Partner could have the ace of spades, right? Could be the Declare has a small singleton or something like that.
But you would, if you had the ace, queen, jack, you would lead the queen top of the internal sequence?
Not against a suit contract.
Not against a suit
Wouldn't,
contract.
wouldn't underlead my
Never
ace,
underlead
right?
ace.
Ace, okay.
Yep.
Don't leave away from it.
Now remember that if we're defending a suit contract and we have an ace in the suit we're leading, we should probably be leading it. Now, it's not an ideal lead if you don't have the king behind it.